Good morning. It's Wednesday morning here in Cypress, Texas. Yesterday morning at about 12:30, I guess, or 12:24, Bishop and Apostle Michael Perto passed away in his sleep. He'd had really bad bronchitis, and he got up. I guess I wasn't there. Just from accounts, and then he went back to bed, and then Ryan, who lives in his house, went to check on him. He said he was fine, and he went back and he stopped breathing, and so about it was about 1:30. They wake me up to pray, and I'm thinking, I'm concerned, but I'm thinking he'll get over it. And then I was had to go up to Brenham, and I'm helping them set up their apprenticeship program for manufacturing trades. And so when I got the announcement that he'd actually passed away, he's gone, and I didn't believe it. I mean, I read what it said, but I was like, how could that be? I just saw him Sunday, and I did what I did, and drove back. Just time to get into the traffic I usually get into on the way to service. And that's when it started to hit me. Oh. And we're all doing praise and worship, jumping around, dancing, and like we always do. And then Prophet Rolando, starts really doing a good job of eulogizing him. He was there too when he passed. And he, first time he's ever come up to me and held my hand and told me that I was important to the church, and that Apostle loved and respected me, and that I should teach boxing to some people in the church. They don't know what that is. They're all, I don't know what they think. Nobody does. Oh, it's kind of like what we learned, the process we go through learning this symbolism and the the Paleo Hebrew and everything. You know, it's more, way more to it than what people know. You know, never thought I'd be relating that. You know, when I first started boxing with Roy Jones Sr., I had to unlearn everything that I'd ever thought I knew before that. You know, I had to remember getting to the gym and having to run harder than I ever ran, and learning to jump rope. God, that was frustrating. But I finally did it. One day I couldn't do it, next day I could. That's how that went. I'm sure it's kind of gonna be like that with these, you know, learning this process. And I had to throw a jab at the air. That's all I was allowed to do, throw a jab at the air for 3 months before I could hit anything. Thought my arm was gonna fall off. There's a lot of parables of that, you know. And I see all these people who've known him for years and like really know him and love him, and I'm hurting for them. But you know, there's I know that his spirit is alive. I know it's alive right now. I'm probably gonna wanna send this video to him on his WhatsApp. I would do it every day. Every time I did a video, I'd send it to him. You know, and him and Pastor Rudy. I remember when I was living with him. I get him to go. He'd never been down to the gym in his apartment complex until I took him down there. You know, we were close to the same age. He liked to talk about fighting all the time. You know, which is a different kind of fight than I did, right? I mean, I got in fights, but you know, when I started taking boxing real serious, I was like, you know, fine. I was hard sparring so much. You know, if I wasn't in the gym, you know, I wasn't gonna mess with somebody who, you know, hadn't been training. You know, it wasn't worth it. You know, it was unfair. I'm training to fight every day, all the time, and it wasn't fair. And they weren't. Who were they? If I wasn't gonna get a trophy for whipping somebody, fighting somebody who's somebody, or you know, then that wasn't worth it to me. You know, we'd had these conversations, and but he liked to talk about that stuff with me. You know, it was just interesting. It was just fun. But man, I'm gonna miss you, buddy. He was like my best friend. I'm gonna miss you. Oh, but when I pray, you've got you're the presence. You're that relationship that I can connect with. I love you, buddy. I'm gonna miss you.